Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Week 1, Unit 1 of our new Open SAP course on Customer Relationship Management in Business by Design. My name is Reinhard Zeno, and I have the pleasure to give you a quick introduction to what Business by Design is all about. Business by Design is developed as a so-called suite in a box. So very much like the other solutions that we have in the SAP portfolio, we deliver all of the key ERP processes, but we do it in a highly integrated fashion. So out of the box means there's no need to integrate with additional components like supply chain management modules, like CRM components, like other components, but the capability is built in. Nevertheless, if you want to use additional capabilities, for example, because you want a richer process on expense and reimbursement management, you can integrate obviously with Concur, just as one example. So that is the principle of a suite in a box. Business by Design is a solution which you will find very hard to outgrow. We've done scale-out tests with Intels, and that will go way beyond what you need. So the scalability is given in Business by Design. It is rather that companies who need very advanced processes in global risk and compliance management solutions over time may consider using SAP's S4 flagship product for their path forward. When I talk to customers and say, well, you're live now with Business by Design for quite a while, what has changed? The companies tell me two things. Number one, ByDesign keeps us out of trouble. So we are safe when it comes to a tax standpoint, when it comes to an audit situation, and so on and so on. So that is all great. But where ByDesign really helped us was to make smarter decisions. I always tell the story of a customer who I recently met who told me, Rainer, you have no idea how many people come into my office every week and say, we should sell more of this product, we should do more business with this customer, we should do more in this country. And he said in the past he thought, well, the people hopefully know what they are talking about. But he says today he brings up the profitability analysis by product, by customer, by market unit, and sees what makes sense, what doesn't make sense. And he told me today they take 10 out of 10 good decisions. In the past, that wasn't exactly the ratio. Last but not least, what ByDesign is all about is providing you a constant inflow of innovations. There's so much happening these days. You may have heard SAP's story on the intelligent enterprise. The intelligent enterprise takes advantage of all of these new capabilities, be it machine learning and artificial requirements that are now available to us, be it advanced analytical scenarios that we suddenly can use, be it Internet of Things scenarios that we now have available to us, or very new, and we are still in the middle of finding out what precisely to do with it. We can leverage blockchain technologies for what we are doing. And we provide our customers with these innovations automatically. With every feature pack, with every quarter, you get the latest and greatest that we have to offer. Never again you need to worry about a release upgrade. These are some of the great advantages of Business by Design. Another key thing, and I want to spend a minute on this slide, is ByDesign is nearly as extensible and flexible as the traditional applications which you know from the on-premise world years ago. The second thing which is key is we have put a lot of work into designing this fan. By the way, this fan is the result of an analysis which we drove where we analyzed 5,000 implementation projects, and we asked customers, what did you actually do during the implementation? What we've accomplished with Business by Design is that right up to the mashups, you can do all of those adaptations, be it user interface adaptations, form adaptations, analytical adaptations, whatever you want. You can do all of that as a key user and without programming skill. Just when you want to extend the solution with own business objects, with own logic, then we have different ways to extend the system, be it the Cloud Application Studio or be it the SAP Cloud Platform, to extend the solution. Therefore, please keep in mind ByDesign is highly extensible and you can adjust it to your specific needs of your company. The next dimension why many companies, especially also in subsidiary cases, go for Business ByDesign is its global reach. ByDesign today is used then in more than 130 countries around the world. How is that possible? Because as you see, we are delivering 19 countries currently as the scope of Business ByDesign, where we deliver a level of localization out of the box. We have a second category. These are the pre-localized countries. There we have more content, but still some work needs to be done. And last but not least, we have the so-called tax basic countries. But even if the countries that are key for your rollout are not on that list, you can build country versions on your own. That is one of the big unique selling propositions of Business ByDesign, that it has an architecture layer where all of the company-specific settings reside, and customers and partners have access to that layer. I have customers who have deployed ByDesign around the world, and they built the lion's share of the solutions on their own that they needed in these countries. Now let's talk about CRM. CRM is an amazing journey. And the interesting part is every customer finds their own way to your solution. You've heard that many times before, that your customers today are a lot more well educated when it comes to the specific product capabilities than ever before. They have already been on a journey with your products and your services. They did research on the internet. They talk to other customers. So you have a different situation and you need to shape it. And this picture illustrates some of the elements of the journey from the awareness to the decision-making process that is happening. But it is not happening in one well-defined way. Every customer takes their own path, and many customers have different paths that you need to cater for. Therefore, to cope with these infinite possibilities is the challenge of CRM. And in SAP, we thought long and hard about what are the key ingredients that we need to provide you with. And we said, when it comes to CRM, then a couple of key aspects matter. It is that we need to be able to support the processes right up to the sales order. That is lead, opportunity, quote management. This also includes campaign management capabilities so that you drive the generation of leads. But CRM does not start with a sales order. I've met many customers who told me, they said, Rainer, we are fairly good when it comes to selling our solutions, but the real value add comes when the contract is signed and we can provide services to our customers. This is where we really shine. This is where we can really make a lot of money. Therefore, all of the post-sales capabilities are equally important, be it the service request, the service order, maybe with spare parts, and the service order invoicing part too. The same topic visualized slightly different. You see here the different capabilities. I extended this slide also with the topic of the commerce capability. You will hear more about over-the-counter sales, but also how you integrate web shops during this course. So also one aspect of Business ByDesign CRM. Sales, service, marketing I talked about, but let's not forget it's all about smart decision making. Therefore, the extensibility and the analytical capabilities in the center are equally key. I've added 2 slides to week 1 to my unit simply because in previous courses we got many questions on that. There's a wealth of information available out there on Business ByDesign. We've categorized it very similar to how SAP structures its curricula. So level 1 content, which is basically the first 6 hours to introduce you to what Business by Design is. You find that on YouTube, and for our Chinese customers and partners, we're working on a solution to also deploy it on a platform that you can reach out to. The level 2 courses, which is basically the introductory knowledge for consultants and key users, that is available via the Open SAP courses. And level 3 content, which is really detailed content more for the consultants, that is available via Partner Edge in a specific portal. Most of the content you find built in via the Online Help Center, which is a part of Business by Design. There you can see all of the documentation and additional information. I also would like to highly recommend to you to consult and to contribute to the SAP community. The SAP community is a lively marketplace where people come together, ask questions, and other people help. This is the right place where you ask your know-how related questions. If you are under the impression that you have a situation where the software is not working as it should, or to call it a bug, then you rather use the support environment that SAP provides. You reach the support environment either via the built-in help, where you can create a ticket right now, or you can go to the SAP support portal. And in the SAP support portal, you find further information on Business by Design, especially the knowledge base articles. We write these knowledge base articles when questions come up more and more often, and we want to answer them once. You also find Meet the Expert seminars and the recordings there, questions and blogs, and many other information. That much for Unit 1, Week 1. Thanks a lot for your attention, and enjoy the course.